All right, we've all had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Jelly.
Okay. But today, that classic combo is the inspiration for a burger.
It is day 10 of 12 days of grilling. It's our special series brought to you by the Minnesota Beef Council. And today, folks, we are downsizing burgers into sliders, and we're making them very fun, very family friendly. And to do that, we welcome no one else, our TCL kitchen star, Alice Seuffert, because if things are going to get crazy, it's going to be Alice.
We're getting to our state fair time,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm doing a little bit of a few weird things here
This is
today.
your peak creative season.
Exactly, exactly.
All right, so peanut butter beef burgers with strawberry bacon jam. Say what?
Yes.
That's what we've
How
got
do we
going
do
on.
this?
What do
How
we
does this
do?
happen?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with beef, and I just have a pound of ground beef, and I'm using 85/15.
That's what you like.
I like to use that because, especially if you're putting a lot of things in the burger, like we're gonna put, if you want to just start, we can just start putting
Dumping
all
the
these
whole
things.
thing?
So
What's
these are
this?
honey roasted peanuts.
Oh,
It's
gosh.
a cup, and I just chop those up, and then I have some creamy peanut butter.
Okay, hey, stir, sir.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
get that all
stirring?
stirred up.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I use 85/15 just because that's going to hold all this stuff better
Yeah.
on the grill. So
Okay,
that's
look
why
at
I'm
that.
using
I don't
that.
want it to go to waste. Okay.
Yep, just
Oh,
mix
yeah.
that all up.
What are these?
Okay, so I have garlic, salt, and onion powder. One of my tips when you're making family-friendly sliders that the kids are going to enjoy is sometimes like the textures of big chunks of onion or garlic
Yeah.
just really don't appeal to kids. So I like to just use the garlic
powders.
powder or onion powder or garlic salt
The other
instead
thing,
of those
then they
things.
start to like the flavor instead. That's like my mom
Yeah.
used to always leave the onions out of potato salad because we just couldn't handle the crunch of the texture. But the onion powder would be a good thing. And you're doing a little egg in here, huh?
So I usually do eggs in my burgers,
Yeah.
and then this will help it. And I always mix the eggs up beforehand,
Yeah.
Because you just don't want any of that white egg showing up in your burger patty, right? So you get that mixed up.
How you doing?
What? I can't talk while I stir.
That's the longest I've ever seen you go without speaking.
Yeah, you guys should have me mix more often. So when we're done mixing the cement, then
Yes.
what do we do? We
So
just-
once you get that all mixed up, then for sliders, I usually say use like a 1/4 of a cup measuring cup or a
Okay.
1/3 of a cup, and that'll help you stick to like smaller burger patties.
Nice.
And then we're just gonna use a Foreman grill, and I have that preheated. We'll just put that on there.
Hello.
And I usually do like, about 4 at a time, and then I
shoot.
just cook it for about 2 to 3 minutes on there.
So that's the bonus of sliders too, is that they are
Doesn't take
small.
as long,
Right.
right.
Okay, these are giant sliders. I made the
You
largest.
still going? Let's keep doing
She
more.
said 4, and then I got all stressed.
And
Okay.
that's what's kind of nice with the recipe too. You could double it too if you want to. And then burgers are always great to freeze. You just wrap them in parchment paper, stick them in the freezer.
Nice. Now the
While we make
toppings.
this, yes, the jam.
So
What's
when
happening?
I've had peanut butter burgers before, like it's always paired with some bacon,
Uh-huh.
I think, like when you go out and have a burger. So I thought, well, that would be good, but then I'm also wanting to do this to be kid friendly and have the kids really like it. So I thought, well, obviously peanut butter and jelly. So I thought, well, I'll try and mix up bacon and strawberry jam, right? So
Just as
on
an
that plate-
experiment,
Yeah.
I figured why not?
So that has
So
strawberry jam on
I love
it.
making bacon in my oven, so I do it on a cookie sheet. So this is candied bacon.
Yes.
It's basically thick cut
Wow.
bacon. What I do is I broil it with brown sugar.
Wow.
And it comes out really flat like that,
Yeah.
and then it's nice and sweet. And then what I do to make the strawberry bacon jam is just in a saucepan, I'm putting the candied bacon with strawberries and some brown sugar. I cook that down, and then I just stick it in the fridge overnight in it. And that's what's in
Man.
that jar over there.
And then you spread that on those little
And you put that right on the burgers.
buns.
Wow.
Okay.
And I think it
That's
would be
great.
really great
Bacon's
too, like
awesome.
just put that on goat cheese as an appetizer for the summer too.
Fabulous. Okay, get in on that. We got to try some of these burgers. Huh?
Yes.
You want to grab one?
Yeah.
Let's try it out. And then Alice, you got to tell us about the others here because you have
Yeah,
some
so,
amazing sliders.
So one thing that's kind of fun with family-friendly burgers too is like think about different buns. So I have sweet potato buns. These are Hawaiian burgers. They're beef burgers with little pieces of Spam and
Oh, boy.
pineapple.
Look at
and then
that.
I put a little creme fraiche. So that's something too to think about. Put a different cheese or sauce on top. So we're doing bacon jam. Here I put creme fraiche. Creme fraiche is like kind of a nuttier sour cream.
This is like the best peanut butter and jelly sandwich I've ever
Yeah,
had.
honestly, I'm not a big
mean,
fan of peanut
right?
butter and jelly sandwiches. I'm a big fan of these
Of
burgers.
those
This
burgers?
is so good. Like, so good. and the
thank
texture
you.
of the honey roasted peanuts in there is incredible. This is the most creative burger I've ever had.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, these I'm really excited about. So again, like we're doing a different type of bun. So they look like waffles.
You love
but what they
waffles.
are, they're tater tots.
Oh.
So
really?
I took tater tots, defrosted them, and cooked them in my waffle maker, and then that's what I'm using as a bun. Inside, I did a patty melt. So
Okay.
I did a huge burger patty And then instead of like doing chopped onions in there, I did dill pickle relish and put that inside the waffle there.
You want to try
So
that?
you guys should
Yeah.
try those.
Okay, here, let's grab these guys.
Rude to reach.
No, here, I'm just going to take the whole thing
Don't
and I'm
drop
going to
it.
I will not drop it. Hand this to you. You take one of them. I mean, Alice, like, when do you think of these ideas? Is it in the shower? Is it before you're going to bed? Like, what's going on here?
I really just like, a lot of times before bed, I just keep notes in my phone. If I showed you my phone right now, it has like lots of weird food ideas that I think about, and I just put them in my phone, and then when I'm ready, I cook them up. So.
How often, because these are also fun and inventive, how often do you swing and miss and you're like, don't tell anybody I
Boy,
tried
that didn't taste good.
It doesn't take, it doesn't really happen that
Yeah.
often. Sometimes it does,
Okay,
and Will's
yeah,
always
yeah.
like, you gotta take a picture of this and show everybody. And like, but really, like a lot of times for Twin Cities Live, I'm making these recipes. Like I talked to the food producer and I'm saying like, this is what my idea in my head that I have.
Yeah.
But I've never cooked this, and she trusts me enough to come up with these recipes. And then usually the night before Twin Cities Live, I'm cooking this, and so this is what I made all last night. I
All
just came
night.
up with this for the show today.
I got to tell you, this is so inventive. That is outstanding, super savory and delicious.
Thank
that
you.
first one, I mean, that peanut butter and jelly, I didn't know if it was going to work.
It worked.
And holy Hannah, it works.
worked. And
Yeah.
I don't like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. But there's
Are
something
you
about.
a non-American?
I just think that they're so lame and overrated. But guess what? You put ground beef in the mix, game changer.
Hello, and bacon. Don't forget about the bacon. Alice, great job.
Thanks,
Thank
Alice.
you.
Thank you
Thanks.
so much. This is so delicious. For these recipes, head to TwinCitiesLive.com. Just, you can't stop. Or download our free recipe app. You can download it to your smartphone. Also, make sure you head to Alice's Facebook page for her Minnesota State Fair Family Pack of Admission Passes. You doing a little contest?
I am.
Nice,
Family
Alice.
packs to the state fair.
Thank you.
Hey, if you want some more recipe ideas too for ground meat and information about beef backers, head to the Minnesota Beef Council website. A big thanks to the Minnesota Beef Council for sponsoring Twin Cities Live.
All right, next, a football player joined a dance team on the field in Arizona. We're going to show you the fun video.